It all started on a rainy Thursday night in downtown Chicago, the kind of evening where the neon signs reflected off puddles like shattered dreams. I was 28, fresh out of a dead-end marketing job, scrolling through LinkedIn while nursing overpriced latte at a corner cafe. My name's Elena Ramirez, half Puerto Rican, half Midwestern grit, with a laugh that could light up a room and a heart that had been stomped on one too many times. I'd sworn off men after my last breakup, the one where he ghosted me mid-vacation planning. Focus on you, girl, my best friend Mia would say. But let's be real, loneliness creeps in like fog over Lake Michigan. That's when he walked in. Tall, broad-shouldered, with a jawline that could cut glass and eyes the color of stormy seas. He ordered a black coffee, no frills, no fuss, and our eyes locked as he turned. "Mind if I join you? This place is packed," he said, his voice smooth like aged whiskey. His name was Marcus Hale, 32, a rising star in real estate development. He talked about flipping abandoned warehouses into luxury lofts, how he was building the future one brick at a time. Catchy line, right? I laughed, and just like that, we were talking for hours. He listened, really listened, when I ranted about corporate burnout. By the end of the night, he had my number, and I had butterflies I hadn't felt since college. Our first date was magic. He picked me up in a sleek black Tesla, took me to a rooftop restaurant with views of the skyline. "You're not like the others," he said, clinking his glass against mine. "You're ambitious, real, my trophy." I blushed, thinking it was a compliment. Little did I know that word would haunt me. The next few months were a blur of romance novels come to life. Marcus spoiled me rotten. Weekend getaways to Napa, designer bags I couldn't afford on my freelance salary, front row tickets to sold-out concerts. He introduced me to his world, high society galas where I'd mingle with influencers and CEOs, feeling like Cinderella in borrowed heels. "See? You're perfect for this," he'd whisper, his arm around my waist like I was a prize on display. But there were hints, tiny cracks in the facade. He'd check his phone obsessively, snapping at waiters if service was slow. Once, during a dinner with his friends, he gripped my thigh a little too hard under the table when I joked about his workaholic habits. "Don't embarrass me, babe," he muttered later in the car. I brushed it off. Stress from a big deal, I told myself. Mia, ever the skeptic, warned me, "He's too perfect. Nobody's that charming without skeletons." But I was hooked. He made me feel seen, valued. "You're my everything," he'd say, and I'd melt. Social media loved us. I posted a pic of us at a charity ball, him in a tux, me in a red gown, and it went viral on Instagram. Comments flooded in. Couple goals, she's his trophy wife material. TikTok edits of our dates racked up views. Little did they know, the real story was brewing beneath the filters. It was 6 months in when the first red flag waved like a banner in the wind. We were at his penthouse, unpacking after a trip to Miami. I found an old photo in a drawer. Marcus with a woman, both smiling on a beach. She looked like me, dark hair, curvy, vibrant. "Who's this?" I asked casually. His face darkened. "X, ancient history." He snatched the photo, crumpling it. That night, he was distant, drinking more than usual. I Googled her name, Sarah Klein, out of curiosity. Nothing major popped up, just a few old Facebook posts. But then, a Reddit thread. "My abusive ex is dating someone new. Warning." Anonymous, but the details matched. He beat me naked in our apartment, left me bruised and broken. Now he's parading this new girl like a trophy. "Run, sister." My heart raced. Was this real? I confronted him gently. "Babe, I saw something online." He laughed it off. "Jealous ex spreading lies. She cheated on me, tried to ruin my life." His story checked out. He showed me texts, emails from her apologizing. I believed him. Why wouldn't I? He was my knight in shining armor. But doubt lingered like a shadow. Mia dug deeper. "Elena, there's a police report. Domestic disturbance, but no charges." Marcus explained it away. "She called the cops in a rage fit. Nothing happened." I pushed it aside, focusing on our future. He proposed a month later, on a yacht at sunset, a ring worth more than my car. "Say yes and be my forever trophy." The world cheered. Our engagement video hit 1 million views on YouTube. Marriage came fast. Elopement in Vegas, honeymoon in Bali. Life was a dream. His success rubbed off on me. I landed a gig as a social media consultant for his firm. Our feeds a curated perfection. But isolation crept in. He didn't like me hanging with old friends. They're jealous of us, he'd say. Mia stopped calling after he accidentally spilled wine on her at a party. We argued over a late work dinner I had with a male client. Who is he? You dressing like that for him? His voice rose, face reddening. He grabbed my arm, bruising it slightly. Sorry, babe, I just love you too much. Makeup covered the mark. I posted a happy selfie instead. Suspense built slowly. Late nights, he'd come home smelling of perfume, not mine. Client meetings, he'd claim. I found a hidden phone with messages from S. Miss you. Remember our nights? Paranoia set in. Was Sarah back? Or someone new? One night, I hacked his email. Don't judge. Desperation. Emails from a lawyer. Restraining order lifted. Sarah won't talk. My blood ran cold. What had he done? I couldn't let it go. Posing as a journalist, I reached out to Sarah via a burner account. She agreed to meet in a dingy cafe outside the city. She looked worn, scars faint but there, eyes haunted. He beat me naked, she whispered, tears flowing, stripped me down, humiliated me, then hit until I blacked out, said I was nothing without him. But you're his trophy now, shiny, new, until you're not. Her story, they met similar to us, charm offensive, red flags ignored, the abuse escalated, control, isolation, violence. He'd apologize with gifts, promised change, but it always came back. She showed photos, bruises like abstract art on her skin. I escaped, pressed charges, but his money buried it. I left, shaking. Marcus called. Where are you? Dinner's ready. His voice sweet, but I heard the edge. That night, he proposed buying a house in the suburbs, our fresh start. I smiled, but inside, plans formed. Back home, I played the perfect wife, but secretly I documented everything. Screenshots, recordings of his outbursts, joined online forums, Reddit's abusive relationships, where stories like mine trended, anonymous posts. My husband beat his ex naked, and now I'm his trophy. Help! Comments poured in. Gaslighting 101, run. Suspense peaked during a business trip. Alone in the penthouse, I rifled through his safe. Found it, a USB drive labeled Memories. Videos, horrific. Sarah, naked, cowering as he yelled, swung. You're worthless. Then, calm as day, he turned off the camera. My stomach churned. How many others? He returned early, catching me. What are you doing? Rage flashed. He lunged, but I dodged. It's not what you think, he pleaded. We argued till dawn. I changed for you. You're different. Catchy line, but lies. I locked myself in the guest room, heart pounding. Mia was my lifeline. Come stay with me, she urged, but Marcus monitored my phone, apps tracking my location. I confided in a coworker, Jake, who had his own abuse survival story. Document, plan, escape. We met secretly. He helped me stash cash, fake IDs. Social media became my weapon. Subtle posts, ever feel like a trophy on a shelf? Comments, spill the tea. It trended lightly, but Marcus noticed. What's this crap? Delete it. Tension mounted. One night, drunk, he confessed. Sarah pushed me, you won't. Chilling. Sarah contacted me again. He's watching you. Be careful. How did she know? Paranoia. Bugs in the house? I found one, a hidden camera in the bedroom. Fury boiled. Game on, I whispered. The gala was our undoing. Dressed to kill, I smiled for cameras, but backstage, he snapped over a spilled drink. Clumsy bitch, he hissed, slapping my face in a dark corner. Makeup covered it, but not the fire inside. That night, home alone while he partied, I packed, but he returned raging. You think you can leave, like her? He stripped me down, echoing Sarah's nightmare, yelling, you're nothing without me. Fists flew. I fought back, grabbing a lamp and smashing it over his head. Blood, chaos. I ran naked into the hall, screaming for help. Neighbors called cops. Arrested, he screamed, she's lying, like the last one. But evidence mounted, my bruises, the videos I leaked anonymously to Reddit.
The post, "He beat his ex naked, but I was his trophy until I fought back." It exploded. Millions of views, TikTok stitches, YouTube breakdowns. Empowerment story of the year. Divorce papers served from jail. I moved in with Mia, started therapy. Sarah and I connected, sisters in survival. We launched a podcast, Trophies No More, sharing stories. It trended globally, Reddit AMAs, viral clips. Marcus? Ruined. Business tanked, friends fled. Last I heard, prison time loomed. Me? Free. No longer a trophy, but a warrior. From victim to victor, my bio read. Catchy, right? The world watched, inspired. And that's how one rainy night led to a storm that changed everything. But wait, twists don't end there. Months later, a knock. A woman claiming to be another ex. He did it to me too. More stories surfaced. A class action lawsuit.
Media frenzy. The trophy hunter exposed. Documentaries pitched, books offered. I dated again, slowly. Met Alex, a kind teacher. No flash, just real. "You're no trophy," he said. "You're you." Perfect line. Looking back, the suspense was in the signs I ignored. But sharing, that's power. If this story trends, good. Let it warn, empower. Remember, shiny surfaces hide dark depths. Stay vigilant, loves.